Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to DevineHealing. And again, we are going on with our lovely little You Can Heal Your Life with Louise Hay. And as I always joke about, this must be the very first copy of the book because, wow, it's had it. Anyway, as you may know, if you look at Hay House, she is a wonderful, wonderful lady that developed, a publishing empire of her own after going through so much heartache in her own life and creating books and courses and things for people. And my own book is through Balboa Press, which is a division of Hay House, and I'm hoping that Hay House goes, oh, we like this person, and I will be able to be in the Hay House circle because that would be wonderful. But my book is in print as we speak, so I'm really pleased. It is called Angelic Guidance, so it is a spiritually based book, but it will be healing for some people as well. So, you can heal your life. And I know that the last section that I did, part 12, was a little bit heavy perhaps for some people. I'm just out there with what has happened to me in my own life. I don't really have the worry of what people think about that. I'm just trying to help you guys to understand that, there are people that have been through the same thing as you and we get through it. And the way through it is with our mind. So just the way that the problem got there, the only way out of it is to use our mind and get rid of it. So in this book, it has been wonderfully healing for me. Hopefully it's been wonderfully helpful for all you guys. I know I haven't been through every single page, but we're getting through most of it now. It's nearly finished. I'll also be doing a little bit of healing meditations and things like that. But remember, right at the very end of the video, I do a few minutes of Reiki healing. So if you really want to sense that or feel that or whatever, feel free to even skip through to the end if you want to and don't want to listen to the whole thing, that's fine. And remember, we are practicing how to send healing out to people by doing this. So the whole purpose of this is you are a healer, is that you are then learning to use your own abilities to help other people. Your intention for other people to have this healing, your intention for the world to have this healing, and you can practice that at the end of the video, where you will then also receive the healing and send out the healing as well to people that you know. So, okay, let's go. Now, I think I got up to M last time, so I'm up to N. And I wanted to look at nail biting. That was the first thing that came up because this was something that I was very good at. I could bite my nails. And I've been biting my nails for the longest time. It was only probably 3 or 4 years ago that I stopped biting my nails. However, they have been, quite brittle. But I used to bite my nails all the time, and this is exactly, a lot of this is exactly what it was. So, of course, we look at the reason behind we might be biting our nails, and we look at a positive approach to it so we can clear it and heal it. Remember these affirmations that we can say. If you really want to get rid of something in your life, it's great to have them all everywhere you go, so that this is a constant energy flow throughout your mind and throughout your household. So perhaps write down some of these affirmations so you can change the way that you think about things. So nails in themselves represent protection, and one of the affirmations is, I reach out safely. But nail biting has to do with frustration. Okay, eating away at the self. You're just eating away at yourself all the time. And the bigger issue is the spite of a parent. So, you're frustrated at a parent, most probably. And I know that feeling. But you look back at when you may have started biting your nails, and I was only a little girl, so I was frustrated back then, and I just kept biting my nails. So the easy way through that is, it's safe for me to grow up. I now handle my own life with joy and with ease. So again, with most of these, in most of these affirmations, it's all about feeling safe. It's all about feeling loved. And it's all about feeling strong and confident, and perhaps all of these things that we don't always feel. And so that's why they're there in our life. So frustration, eating away at the self, and of course with any addiction that we have, we are, hating on ourselves for some reason. And I used to look at that because I used to be, a smoker. So I used to look at that and I thought, I don't hate myself, but why was I then smoking and why was I damaging myself? So you have to look within, look at things about yourself and on a deeper level, and how it seems to be, to other people who are looking at you. They might go, oh wow, the poor thing, she doesn't like who she is, she's hiding it with smoking or something. So just looking at your different little things that you do, and again, nobody needs to be perfect, and you shouldn't feel guilty if you do smoke or you do drink or you do whatever you do. You shouldn't feel guilty, because I believe that is even worse than what you're doing in itself. But look at the reasons why you do things and see if there isn't a fear-based attachment to something or a frustration underneath of it. Okay. Nausea. This is funny. So feeling nauseous. Again, it's fear, rejecting an idea or experience. So you may feel nauseous when you need to go somewhere. And so you're rejecting that, you're afraid to move forward. You may feel nauseous when you think about certain food because you are rejecting that because maybe sometime before it had poison in it or something from a past life maybe. You don't know why you're rejecting these things. So the way through it is to say, I am safe. I trust the process of life to bring only good to me. This is a good one as well, because a lot of times people are fearing the worst all the time. We think that only, if it's going to be something bad happen, then it's going to be us that gets hit with it. And we all know that one. But yeah, again, focus on being safe and trusting the process of life to bring only good to me. Another thing that I say is I attract good things, or I attract abundance. I am a magnet to abundance and good things happening all the time. So that might be another one for you. Okay, nearsightedness. So see myopia. Yeah, okay. Myopia. All right. So fear of the future, not trusting what is ahead. So you can only see things close. You can't see things too far away. So you're afraid of what's out there. Not trusting what is ahead. I trust the process of life. I am safe. This is very, very important, because many people suddenly develop myopia, and which is nearsightedness. They develop this at a certain age when the future was very, very dark. So, or they're fearing that is coming up again and they are not able to see. And so there you go. Not trusting what is ahead in your life. We need to feel safe and secure about what we're laying out for ourselves. We shouldn't be, really we should just live one day at a time, and whatever happens, happens in the future. So focus more on that, focusing more on each day as it comes. There we go, and we'll be able to remember that we are safe for the future. Okay, neck problems. Refusing to see other sides of a question, being stubborn or inflexible. Okay, so sometimes you may wake up in the morning and your neck, you've been lying on your neck a funny way or something, and you've got this frozen neck. And the whole time you're thinking, oh my God, this hurts so much. Oh my God. And you're wondering what's happening. So maybe that is not exactly what is meant here. But this is when you're having chronic neck problems, like you've always got neck problems and you've always got pain in your neck and all of this. One of the things that always comes to me, well, who is the pain in your neck? Who is bothering you so much that they have caused this sensation? Why are you letting it happen? But they are saying here that the way around the problem with your neck is, it is with flexibility and ease that I see all sides of an issue. There are endless ways of doing things and seeing things. I am safe. So maybe, in other words, you don't like someone else's point of view, and it is restricting you in your own life, perhaps because you can't say anything. We often get this when we can't say something to our loved ones or our parents or their parents. And so this builds up an energy. We have to learn to let it go. People are allowed to to think whatever they want to think, just like you are. And you know, we've got to try our best not to be judgmental to other people and what they're going through. I often find that when I don't, you know, really like someone, or I don't like what they're doing and I'm really annoyed with them, I don't want to talk about it all the time. I just want to sort of let go of it in my own way. And I've known people throughout my life that will continue to sit there and talk about whoever it is that's going to walk in the door and make you feel like you've been drawn into it, like you're saying stuff as well, and you're just like, you know, you're trying to get away from it, and you're not doing that. You know, you're just trying to get away from it. You're trying to keep everybody happy. So a lot of the times when that happens to me, I feel like, oh, I just want to say what I want to say, but I can't, you know. So this is asking us to do that anyway. No matter what anyone thinks of you, just say it. If you don't like the way things are going, just say it and then walk away. Okay, one more. Nerves. Okay, the nervous system is very, actually there's 3 points here about your nerves. Nervous breakdown, nervousness, and just like nerves in general. So I'll read them all. It represents communication, receptive reporters, self-centeredness. Like if you're having a nervous breakdown, self-centeredness, you're jamming the channels of communication. If you're nervous, like you have a nervousness problem, there's fear, anxiety, struggle, rushing, because anxiety is nervousness, not trusting the process of life, okay? So all of these things are about the self and how we feel. And when you have nervous issues within your body going on, you know, your adrenals are affected, and you know, you can just feel this anxiety going on within you. You can even get heart problems, you know, and have angina attacks or even heart attacks from your just nerves just like running because you're thinking too much. So it says here, I communicate with ease and joy. I open my heart and create only loving communications. I am safe, I am well. I am on an endless journey through eternity, and there is plenty of time. I communicate with my heart, all is well. So we mustn't rush through things. We mustn't feel anxious. Nobody should make you feel anxious. No situation coming up in your life should, you know, make you feel like you're going to just completely lose control. I do know that there are times in life when, you know, for example, when I was nursing my grandmother and I realised in my heart, like I realised that this was it. That she was, this was the dying, at the active dying phase. There's different phases of dying. This was the active dying phase. I'm watching it, I'm there, I was by myself. You know, I had the doctor come over and they said, you know, it's only a matter of time, you're doing all the right things. But I was constantly awake, so I was up during the night, I was up during the day, listening out for her, any sort of movement that she made. I was praying, I was doing all the right, you know, trying to do all the right things. But I felt this one particular night that my heart was just going to jump right out of my chest, and I couldn't stop this, you know, like a shaking feeling like all over me. And, you know, my adrenals were affected, you know, obviously my nervous system, and I was just about, and I was feeling myself going, you know, you're really getting out of control, like you're starting to fall apart here. And I stopped. I just stopped like that. And I had this anxiety feeling, but I just stopped, and I go, no, you need to be strong, but you also need to detach yourself from the situation. So that was how I taught myself. I just detached myself, even though I was watching, you know, the process of somebody passing away, and of course somebody that I love very much passing away. I had to detach myself from that and go, right, I'm just helping this person get through the end of their life. You know, this is going to be a beautiful thing for both of us. We're never going to forget. She's going to be watching over me and all that sort of thing. As soon as I took the responsibility sort of away from myself a bit, and I wasn't anxious so much about the future, but I just took it as it came, everything calmed down within my body, thank goodness. So remember that you are in control. Every day you can make choices in your life, whether you are going to worry, focus negatively, blame people for the situations that you're in, you know, hate people because you're jealous of what they have. You know, you're making these decisions in your life. And you can either decide to be that way or let people who are being that way bother you, or you can choose to just take it as it comes. You know, take the moments as you need them. Do what you can for each day. When you're starting to feel a little bit like you are losing, you know, your positive stance, take yourself away from it and tell yourself that you're safe, that everything's going to be okay, that everything's happening for a reason that you may not understand right now, but it's happening for a reason. This is going to benefit you. You know, keep on doing that, because that is the only way to true success in your life, throughout your body, healing your body, especially looking at different parts of who you are and focusing on them, and then releasing those things that have been holding you back. So that is the message today with the You Can Heal Your Life and You Are a Healer. This is part 13. And I thank you all for listening. I hope that you've been enjoying this. And as I said, right now, I'm going to close my eyes, and hopefully some music will come on. When I do the editing, it will come on at the right time. And you will just close your eyes also if you feel like it, or just say, I now accept the healing that is coming my way. You know, putting your hands up like this is a beautiful way of, you know, really concentrating the energy coming your way and saying, I accept, you know, because nothing's going to come to you without permission. You accept the healing, it comes. You then just need to follow your guidance as to what's the next step is in your life. Okay. So I'll just close my eyes now, and I'm sending out healing energy to all of you who may need it. Okay. we go, everybody. I hope that was helpful to someone out there. Please let me know if you could see any colours, or you felt any colours, or you could see colours behind your eyes or anything like that as you were going through. And I feel like when I opened my eyes, everything was really, really bright in here all of a sudden, so that's really nice. Okay, so thanks guys. I hope that you've been enjoying this series.